Time for our panel. Dave Letele, BBM Motivation Founder, and Trish Sherson Willis, PR Director. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you both here. Good to see a little Kiwi puka puka being found too, Trish.
Isn't it amazing how we feel about that? So there's another species, the takahe, which was actually thought to be extinct twice and then rediscovered. And I think it just reminds us about how important all our beautiful native species are.
Yeah, very cool to see. Now, open plan classrooms. Dave, did you ever have an experience of one of these? Because apparently they've been around since the 70s, open plan.
You're saying I'm that old?
No, I just mean you weren't at school, like, in the last 10 years.
Oh, no, it's I mean, this is just common sense. Shout out to Erica Stanford.
Yeah.
For using common sense. Can we just please apply this common sense across the whole government? I reckon she should be Prime Minister, because common sense down there in Wellington is the least sense used. So finally.
Because, I mean, I don't have kids, but you look at them and they're very noisy things. So putting hundreds of them into one small place just seems like a dumb idea.
Well, I think this is why teachers in New Zealand deserve the Purple Heart for Valour. I mean, open plan classroom or not, it's a really tough job. I agree with Dave, though. I mean, this is one of the reasons why Erica Stanford, A, has so many mums absolutely fangirling on her as the Minister of Education, but B, why she's resonating with parents, because she's getting to the heart of the simple, practical problems that we've had with education. And not only that, she is absolutely making education a #1 priority for everyone.
She's fixing it. She's not just talking, trying to win votes. She's actually doing it.
Yeah, and the classrooms that are being built, more classrooms being built this year than last year, and that was more than the year before. And also the results, they had some NCA numeracy results for low decile schools out this week. And the improvement was 70%.
Wow.
It was up from about 19% to 34% in the space of a year.
Yeah, and I think the big difference is these aren't just headline-grabbing news releases from Erica Stanford. This is all part of a very thoughtful program, a big program of work in education that's come off a multi-year policy development program, and I think that's actually what we want to see from ministers in these portfolios that face big issues.
It's again, it's not just she's head down, she's doing the work and achieving results. Getting in there. She obviously had a vision of what she wanted to achieve as minister, and she's just going about her work.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, what would get you voting? Well, presumably, did you vote in the last local body election, local council?
Yes.
Well, you ran, didn't you? Or
I was thinking about it.
Oh yeah, you didn't end up doing it.
I didn't end up because I saw the way they operate.
Stay away.
I sat in one meeting and said, "Screw this." In other words.
So we had Nick Smith on this morning. He's got this report, and honestly, it's going to do nothing. It's going to do nothing. But they rather than go for a mandatory voting to get the voting rate up, or rather than go for online voting or something like that, there's a whole bunch of community education stuff. But what do you think is stopping people from voting, or do people just not care?
Well, I mean, we should care because these things affect our everyday lives. But I think it's more it's the people that are running. What are they actually doing for us? And you think about, I saw something about they want to extend the term. You could give them 20 years or 50 years and they still do nothing. So I think we need to get the right people in there running that can actually activate the community.
But that's you, Dave, and you didn't want to because you said it was lame.
Yeah, I think I just got to calm down a little bit more, and then I can go in there. I think it's inevitable, Brian, that I will end up somewhere, whether it's central or local.
Yeah.
It's inevitable, but how long I'll last before getting in trouble.
I think you're one person. You're actually better outside the tent, pushing those.
Yeah, but sometimes, Trish, I
feel
like
drive you nuts.
I feel like everyone says that it'll drive you nuts. You'll hate it. Even Chris Hipkins, when I met him last week, he said, "We'd love to have you, but you'd hate it." And the thing is, but we're out here in the community throwing rocks at the glass house. Every now and then we break some glass, but we can't actually affect systematic change. I think we have to be at this table.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. I thought the recommendations themselves that came out from local government New Zealand, I mean, a week celebrating what they've done, no thank you.
Spider's wheeze.
No, but there's two interesting things that are happening at the moment. Number one is there was recently a paper out about how local government elected officials can use AI to better get across the work that they're doing. And in that vein, I took the time this morning to whip these 20 recommendations through the ChatGPT 0.3 reasoning model, which does use some deep. So I said, give me a McKinsey-style analysis on this. Is it workable? It came out with a big whee on all these, and I was just thinking, what process did these recommendations go through to really stress test them? Because to me, they just sound like a laundry list of
waffle.
stuff of waffle.
Again, they're using the free version of ChatGPT.
Well, I don't think they've even.
I don't think it's been ChatGPT.
Well, or have they even run it through with anyone else?
They've run it up Nick Smith's flagpole. That's about it.
Well, and I mean, the flagpole that they need to run it up is there's two things. One is no one votes because they don't know who these people are.
Yeah.
So I like ACT's idea of actually having party political campaigning lines for local government like they do in the UK. And number two, I think the postal voting that really doesn't work, and I would be a fan of getting, you go on the one day like you do with central government voting, and you actually go and vote.
Well, it should be at the same time as central government voting.
Why wouldn't you?
When you get close and you see the way they operate, and even when the floods happen and you see the way these guys operate, it'll blow you away. They're a disgrace.
Hey, but before we go, did you watch the Sonny Bill fight last night?
I paid $50 and then I fell asleep.
Well, it wasn't until like 12:30 or something.
Yeah, it was too late. I watched David Naika fight, so I was happy to see him win.
Oh, that's good.
And then I fell asleep. Yeah, trying to eat chocolate. And stay awake.
Well, I couldn't bring myself to watch a fight. It just that the interviews pre-fight do my head in. It is just the most inane waffle. It's worse than other sports people.
You would have hated me as a boxer then.
Oh, no.
Did you box?
Where do you think I got the name Brown Butterbean from, Ryan?
Just kidding.
I can imagine you in the little silky shorts, big cape,
Oh,
coming out the
light.
light.
Settle down, Trish. It's early morning. All right, guys, thanks so much for coming in. Good to see you both, Trish, Sherson and Dave Letele. It's just gone 8:30 here.